Welcome back to the Scrum.
What's today, bro?
You tricked me. It says the 28th, but it's the 4th.
It's the 4th.
And I know that because yesterday was election day.
Yesterday was election day.
Yesterday was the day they call election day.
Yeah, because we're still in it.
And it's never gonna...
The sun goes up, the sun goes down, but we're still figuring out who's our president.
Yep. And they obviously like bring it up historically, like this... Every election it's taken weeks to find out who the
I remember the fucking who is Bush going up against? Kerry, John Kerry. I remember that whole thing, or maybe it was the Gore one.
It was Gore.
It was the Gore election.
That went to the Supreme Court.
Right. I remember that whole debacle as a child. I think I was like in 2nd grade.
Yeah, I just remember being like, because you're like, oh shit.
How do you remember that? You were like fucking 4.
People still, family still talked about it.
Educated.
Educated. You know?
What's that doing for you?
I got a job. What you mean, man?
Me too. Shouts out nepotism, bro.
Fair enough. I mean, I'm not
no. Yeah. So fucking, who's our president? Who's gonna be our president?
I don't know, dude. Straight up. I don't think anyone. I mean, it seems very much like you could go either way right now. So
You're about to say, I don't think anyone's going to be our president. It's free for all from now on.
If some people had it their way, there would be no president. I mean, yeah, so they're still counting votes. They'll be still counting votes. Votes still pouring in. It's important that they do count every vote. I saw the whole thing about Trump being like, all right, well, I'm ahead, so let's stop now.
Yeah.
Like, so many analogies. Like, dude, that's literally, I saw the best one. My favorite one was, that's like the Clippers being like, all right, we're going to win this. We're going to win this series. No need to play these next 3 games.
Yeah.
Like, we got this. And it's just like, no, you're going to lose.
So, we're up in the 3rd quarter. Let's just go ahead and call it now.
It's such a ludicrous mindset.
Yeah.
It's such a ludicrous and a clear attempt just to amp up your fucking crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's all.
And you can just follow.
Look what they're doing to me.
Then you follow the timeline. I mean, they've been setting this up for forever, and the left has been setting up that he's going to do this forever too to get their side riled up to go.
I'm sure you saw the whole Bernie Sanders quote.
Yeah, where he said like exactly what was going to happen.
And I think a lot of people predicted that.
Yeah, I think Bernie said it, but I'm sure anyone who follows politics was like, "This is exactly how it's going to play out." There's this reason why everyone always knew it was going to be Pennsylvania as the one state, but I forget. I think it has something to do with like they already had some law in place where like they can't start counting all their mail-ins until after election day. Whereas other states, they were just like, yeah, when you get them, there's a lot of them. Let's just get through this. So I think that's how they knew it was going to be Pennsylvania.
That would make sense.
I think everybody close to that follows politics probably could have predicted it. He's been saying that this
I think a lot of those places are also swing states anyway too, right?
Yeah.
A lot of those places. A lot of those states have very liberal interiors and conservative exteriors. You know what I mean? Especially like Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I mean, here in North Carolina, which which way did we end up?
I don't know if we...
It's probably not closed yet either, but
I think we were still up for discussion though too.
Were we still up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, I don't remember, but...
I was kind of watching it last night, and then I was just like... Because someone...
I made it a point to yesterday not look at all.
Well, honestly, I didn't get that much push to me just because, like, I just didn't see it. But then, like, I got a couple texts of people being like, yo, did you see what just happened here? And I was like, no, I didn't. So I was, like, 10 minutes in my kitchen just eating dinner, and I was, like, on Google's election tracker, and I was just like... What am I doing? Like, I was like, this is literally, it's going to be weeks before any of this shit's figured out. Like, it's just giving me anxiety sitting there in the kitchen.
Same.
People on Twitter just getting pissed off at each other, ready to fucking...
Yeah, so I mean, at the end of last night, I didn't look at anything till around I went to bed. And when the first thing I pull up on the timeline is like the uh-ohs and the not again type shits, immediately you're like, well, fuck, like, this isn't going to be good.
Yeah.
And then immediately put the phone down, tell myself, it does not matter right now.
Yeah.
You're going to find out in a few weeks, and then,
wake up in the morning.
Process.
My favorite one was...
day by day.
Someone put, they're like, Joe Biden waking up this morning. It was that Yeah. The Crunk ain't dead. Where like the guys waking up on the.
Yeah,
that shit had
yeah, no. So and then this morning, that was the new storyline was that more votes were counted, and
yeah,
I think Biden's still in the lead.
Yeah, I do.
I've been checking it today periodically.
I think he still has the electoral lead, but I think it literally comes down to like I think it might literally come down to Pennsylvania. I don't really know like how it works. Like I know how it works.
Historically, like, it's always come down to a couple states.
Yeah,
it seems that it does get tighter and tighter almost, with the exception of, was it the re-election?
South Carolina. Oh no.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously some places are like, bam. I'm talking about like overall the races getting tighter and tighter. But was it the Obama re-election that was an absolute landslide?
I think so.
Who the fuck did he run against that year? It was old dude.
It was
it was Romney the second time because it was McCain the first time, wasn't it?
You got those backwards.
Do I have those backwards?
Yeah, because remember the South Park heist?
This is how much we know about politics.
And that was
with McCain.
That was after his first election, wasn't it, in 2008?
No, because he was already the president. Remember? No, because he shows up and says he wants to check out the digs. That was the whole.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
He's like, I think I want to try this thing. He's like, I think I want to try this thing for a while on South Park. Mind you,
that's probably what happened. He plays it so cool, like he's totally a jewel thief.
Barack Obama is a jewel thief.
Like,
you heard it here first.
Well, you heard it on South Park.
You heard it here first.
Re-reporting it. Accountability reporting.
To confirm your guys' series of deductions.
Which
McCain.
What?
The first one.
The first one was McCain.
Yep.
Okay, so it was the Romney. So did he shit on McCain then? He shit on one of them.
I think he shit on both of them, right?
Was it not closer one time?
I'm sure. Obviously, one had to be closer.
I feel like I remember. I can't say nothing about landslide, but
like 52-48 and shit.
I feel like I remember the Romney one being close.
That's what I thought. I remember I thought he shit on the old dude.
Probably did, dude. I don't think McCain inspired very many people.
That's where you know my head's at.
R.I.P.
But did y'all know that Denver had banned pit bulls? Like, did you know that was a thing?
It doesn't surprise me.
I guess like it doesn't, but because I just saw that like a tweet get sent out that they reversed that. I was like, oh shit, I had no idea.
That's wonderful.
Imagine just like bringing your pit bull to Denver. And like you just, because that's some shit like I would do if I had a pit bull. Just be
and they react to it like it's a kid in Monsters Inc.
Yeah,
just like code
they
red.
They tackle me. They take the dog from me. It's real traumatic for everybody involved.
Yeah, that's
real fucked up.
What if it's a fucking like stress relief dog? Stress dog.
Well, you're gonna be a little stressed out, buddy, because we are ripping this dog from your hands.
Fuck. Well, but they're not gonna do it anymore.
Not gonna do it anymore. These shouts out Denver, and then Oregon legalized like all drugs, I think, or decriminalized. I think is
everything
like heroin, cocaine,
well,
LSD.
Hold on now,
like the whole shebang.
Interesting.
That doesn't sound right.
What do you mean?
That can't be right.
Decriminalized?
I mean, even so,
it's the same. I think it's probably the same way that like weed's decriminalized here, but that also helps with research stuff. You know what I mean? You can't like running tests on like addictions and like all different things like that. Right. Decriminalizing it allows them to to do that. But
well,
also
I mean that's cap anyway. That's just the government not knowing how to play their own system. You know what I mean? Well, it'd be criminalized, and then they just do research anyway.
Well, that happens.
But I guess private companies now can do it.
Takes away a lot of hoops you have to jump through to.
That's trash.
And stuff.
That's all trash.
But then also, I mean, it's also I get it. I mean, fucking breaking up that war on drugs that's like people getting put into jail. Like just because you have heroin, I don't think you should be put in prison for that.
You're right. I mean, there's definitely levels to it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you get caught with heroin, give them the death sentence.
That's, and I'm sure
there's a very deep context pool that could take place with these events. But we should definitely not be decriminalizing heroin.
The distribution of it. I'm sure. Like if you have over X amount of on your person, then it turns from just a regular possession into intent to distribute.
You know what? I guess regardless of that whack ass shit. Don't do heroin.
We definitely don't do heroin.
Let's just go ahead and make sure that's clear, because I think that can be the mistaken interpretation, is that marijuana is decriminalized, so it's cool around, you know what I'm saying, it was, but heroin ain't really the case, nor is cocaine.
I think decriminalizing is really good. I think like internationally, other countries have done it and it actually improves, all the drug usage rates, things like that. So I do think it's a good step.
Okay.
And then like obviously the harder drugs, like you were saying, like meth, heroin, like that's different territory than just like weed and mushrooms. You know what I'm saying? Acid. Right. Which kind of on the back of that, Colin Wilson, did you guys read was it Bleacher Report?
Players Tribune.
Players Tribune put out the article detailing his experience with extreme OCD and I'm sure anxiety and all of that, and how he used I don't think they specified, but hallucinogenic drugs, some sort of therapy with that to help him deal with it, I guess. Really not overcome
Shouts out
it.
being traded to Colorado.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
honestly probably wouldn't work out that way.
Because Colorado has decriminalized mushrooms. Didn't they do that a little while back?
Either way, yeah, for sure. But either way, if we're talking hallucinogen, just capital of the U.S.
Yeah. for sure. But it was cool to see that. Just read his story. Kind of got sad at the end where he was saying like, I had to get my hip surgery done again, and I don't know when I'll ever put the skates back on, or honestly if I'm even going to be able to, even though I haven't come to terms with that. And it was just like, damn,
it's honest.
Yeah, mad honest, and how it was all linked back to like the childhood obsession, especially like if you're dealing with that level of anxiety and you're real worried about. He was real worried about his lower body his whole life, and then he ends up having to have double hip surgery, and it's like.
Self-fulfilling.
Yeah.
Not that's what happened, but that's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, it's like that's fucking. But to have that also would be, I imagine that'd be super tough.
It's an extremely typical thing for people to deal with that, not undermining his condition or his deal at all. And my point to that is that, him telling that story can help people who have those things and not know it, maybe help recognize it better. And ways to deal with it. Yeah. Like do heroin, like Jacob says.
like Jacob says. But well, fuck, I forgot what I was about to say.
It's all that heroin.
It's all that fucking all that heroin. But it's
you got the great state of Oregon.
Yeah. But it's kind of crazy to see all the research that has come out showing how much like hallucinogens help with PTSD, depression, definitely not anxiety and schizophrenia. But
hey, you take the good with the bad.
The good with the bad.
That is drugs, my friend.
A little bit of B, a little bit of like just how it solves or helps solve a lot of that stuff, a lot of addiction, all that. Pretty fucking cool, man.
Hallucinogens scare me personally.
Have you ever tried them? I don't know. I guess we're on camera. If you don't want to fucking share, you don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm telling your boss, dude.
What I will share is a story of a friend 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 who took some and at that point in time wasn't doing poor in life at all, but had a certain direction. Did some hallucinogens and then completely changed. They were in college. They completely changed their major. This person's still doing great. Probably even doing better because of this for their journey. But it completely changed who they were. And for me, something like that potentially could do that to me and me not know what that outcome could potentially be. That's my anxiety at work saying like, don't do that.
And that's where
I don't want to change.
Well, that's where
I'm comfortable with who I am. I don't want to. I'm good. Like
I feel it. I don't know. I'm like, because you always hear the stories about like this guy thought he was an orange and started like peeling himself, and it's just like
that's not gonna happen. I'm not worried about that shit. Yo, Jacob.
What's up, dog?
Where can they get us if they want to know who's gonna be the next president? Because we'll let them know.
We'll be the first ones to tell you at Talkin Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore. I guess it's the Scrum. Check out our podcast out on anywhere you get a podcast. Here on YouTube, you can follow me at JCobb, JAY_COBBB.
Give me a Teebs, TABZZ.
Find me on Reddit, you teabags, you mum. 69420 lowercase x capital X.
My favorite part is that you like look at the camera every time.
Look at the camera.
And like
the camera can't see.
They have no idea. He is making eye contact though.
The camera can see me. What's up, y'all?